All right, welcome back to the Elias Makos Show. Just how much can we trust those Canadian labels we find in grocery stores, right? You see it next to the produce, Canada. You see maple leaves everywhere. You pick up your package and you look at the label. Now, a new investigation has found that up to 1 in 3 grocery items are labeled as Canadians, but customers are skeptical as to whether or not they are actually Canadian. And an analysis of a major grocery store chains revealed misleading labels. Products like orange juice, pineapple juice, marked with Canadian symbols without necessarily being made here. What do you need to know? Let's go to the food professor himself. Sylvain Charlebois from Dalhousie University is on the line. Sylvain, welcome back to the show.
Hey, good morning.
So,
you didn't know that we grow pineapples and make avocados in Canada?
No, I mean, in my mind, all I thought is that catchy Super Bowl ad, avocados from Mexico. That's all that's in my head. It wasn't avocados from Canada.
Okay. Exactly.
So how are you doing it? Listen, you're in the know. You're the food professor. How do you attack this when you go to a grocery store?
But I basically stick to the product itself, and I look at the country of origin. They have to display the country of origin on labels, and that's basically what I do now. It's because it's a bit messy right now at the grocery store. It's very busy. A lot of grocers are pivoting, changing suppliers because a lot of people just don't want any American products. But you can't just eliminate the American option overnight. It takes time, and all the labeling practices are aligned with our grocers' procurement strategy. So I as an expert in food distribution, I'm fully aware that there are mistakes out there, but I accept them really because it's just really mistakes because a lot of things are changing right now. So I just stick to the actual packaging and the information that's on there.
So, and with regards to that packaging, and Sylvain, I just told this story to our listeners, but I'll mention it to you. So I love the Strub's pickles, and they've got a big jar they sell at Costco, okay? And if you look at the label, Strub's, it's apostrophe S at the end. The apostrophe is a Canadian maple leaf, okay? So I'm looking at the front of this jar, Strub's, maple leaf for the apostrophe. And of course I buy that sucker. Also, the pickles are delicious. And I have a listener saying that they are delicious, agrees with me. But I get home, I look at the back of the jar, product of Germany. And it's very big, by the way. They're not hiding it, but it's on the back of the label. So I wonder how you navigate that because there's so many different ways that brands can sort of maple leaf wash their products.
Absolutely. Of course, there's a lot of that going on, but it's always been there. It's just people are noticing more right now because of the Buy Canadian movement, and there is clearly a movement right now, and people are a bit more careful. There's, of course, a lot of people have been concerned for many years about greenwashing, and of course, we all know that there's a law now to prevent people from companies from claiming that they are sustainable or greener than they actually are. So there are rules around that. My guess is that because of what we're seeing right now in the market, I suspect that parliamentarians will start looking into how we can actually avoid maple washing, as you just mentioned. Because yes, absolutely, your example of your dill pickles is a good example. People may actually be misled. And the maple leaf is thrown all over the place. Like Habitant soup, that's another example. Habitant soup, if you look at the Habitant soup, it was created in Canada, but it's all manufactured in the U.S. But they actually do slap a maple leaf there just to basically give the impression to people that it's actually all manufactured in Canada still, but it was bought by Campbell's decades ago, and it's all American now.
It's funny how that works out, right? Because I if you had quizzed me, no way would I have thought that Habitant soup was made in the U.S. You know, I would have thought, oh, they're still canning it in Shabugamu. If you had quizzed me, right?
Well, you know what they write with the maple leaf? It says on the can, "Designed in Canada."
Like it's an Apple product, designed in California, made in China.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about orange juice for a second, because Canada is not an orange producing country. We don't have a lot of orange groves. Okay, But you go to the aisle at the grocery store, and of course you got Big Bad Tropicana, so Pepsi American. And then you see Oasis, right? And I think Oasis, and again, I could be totally off, but in my mind, Oasis is a Quebec company. I think it is. Hopefully,
it's Lassonde from Rougemont. Yep.
Okay, good. I thought you were going to tell me. Oh no, they were bought by the Chinese 12 years ago. Okay, good. So they're still, so they're still Canadian. Great.
I'm from Farnham, and Rougemont is. Lassonde is a source of pride for that region for sure.
So that's great. But again, the oranges are not coming from Canada, right? So no. I just wonder how you view things like that. There's some products where they're going to be from the U.S. or Brazil or other places.
Yeah. So I think what's important for people to remember is that there is a mosaic of food sources out there. We are a trading nation. We actually sell a lot of food to the rest of the world. And we buy a lot of food from the rest of the world, but we sell more than we buy. I suspect that most of your listeners enjoy their morning coffee. Well, guess what? We don't make coffee in Canada. We don't grow coffee in Canada. We just roast it, essentially. So if you basically decide to eliminate all sources coming out of Canada, your kitchen is going to be a lonely place. Mm. You're going to eat a lot of the same things over and over again. So I do think you need to keep an open mind. Lassonde, what I like about the Lassonde is that the manufacturing occurs right here in Canada, in Quebec, and I think that's the most important part. You can actually produce milk, sugar, all the ingredients you need to make food. But if the manufacturing actually occurs in your own backyard, that's where the innovation actually happens. That's where the value creation occurs, wealth creation occurs in manufacturing. And I think Lassonde is an incredible company just because of that. They actually have manufacturing plants all over the country, including the U.S.
Let me ask you if there's any brands that stick out in your mind that really have stayed true to Canada, and maybe ones that you say, yeah, you see that in a grocery store, you're pretty, nothing can be 100%, but you're pretty sure that you're supporting a true Canadian company and stuff that's made here at home.
So I won't throw any brands at you, but I would say this, if you're looking for that gold standard at the grocery store, look for those three words: product of Canada. Uh-huh. And that means all ingredients are from Canada, and manufacturing actually occurred in Canada as well.
So product of Canada, on the label. There's no getting around that. It could mean something else. Those are those three words you need, you want to see. Exactly.
If you see made in Canada, there are compromises around ingredients. Not all ingredients are from Canada, and prepared in Canada, same thing. The last step of manufacturing actually occurred in Canada, but it doesn't mean that ingredients are from Canada. So if you're actually just want to buy Canadian 100%, your gold standard is product of Canada.
Let me tell you, Sylvain, you have me thinking about something. This would be a completely different segment for another day, but let's do one segment about when you look at a package of what you think is ice cream and it says it's frozen dessert. Oh, we got to talk about that one day.
Yes, absolutely. That's another one for sure.
Sylvain, thanks for coming on this morning.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Sylvain Charlebois, you know him as the food professor from Dalhousie University. When we return, do you need to buy a car right now because the tariffs are coming? We're going to be taking a look at that, plus why Tesla being cut off of EV rebates. That's coming up on In Transit next.